Mr Albanese, I've just gotten the results of a poll that will be in our paper tomorrow by Painted Dog that shows 51...
I might be online in about...
Maybe. That shows 51% of West Australians believe Mark McGowan could have done more to prepare to stick to his pledge to open the border on February 5, and only 28% believe there is nothing more he could have done and his decision was sound. You backed in Mark McGowan after his press conference last week, and you said Mark McGowan has done the right thing by WA, which is keeping their health okay, which is a precondition for keeping their economy okay. Do you still believe that's the case when 51% of West Australians think more could have been done? And do you think he could have done more to prepare to open the border?
I've backed in every Premier. And in Bass electorate on Saturday, I was asked a number of questions about Premier Gutwein. And I said I supported his decision based upon the health advice as well that he's getting. I think one of the things that has happened during this period didn't happen at the beginning. At the beginning, the National Cabinet, if you look at National Cabinet coming together, they all went out there. There was a particular Sunday whereby then Premier Berejiklian and Daniel Andrews made it clear they had a different position on schools to the federal government. And from that point on, the thing just drifted away to the point whereby now, if anyone thinks there's national consistency, then that's not a position I share. But one of the reasons why it's drifted away is this sort of game of the Prime Minister being critical of premiers selectively, even though they're doing the same thing. I recall you can get a cup of coffee in Queensland, or you need to log on in order to get a cup of coffee in Queensland. It was exactly the same rules in New South Wales. One of the things I do know about WA under Premier McGowan is that WA's economy has been the strongest in Australia, is that WA's exports have kept the national economy going, is that people in WA have been able to have dinner, they've been able to associate and go to each other's houses, they've been able to go to the pub, they've been able to play footy, and they hosted the grand final last year. So I'm not about second-guessing Premier McGowan and his decision-making process. I make no apologies for saying that I think he's done a good job.
But you're trying to secure their vote, so do you agree with them or do you agree with Mark McGowan?
I don't. You're the commentator and I'll leave you to make the commentating. What I agree with is that Mark McGowan has done an outstanding job as the Premier of Western Australia.